On this trip we take a close-up look at the Farr 5000, spend 4 days in paradise, have some spirited sailing,
It's ringing along here flat out.
soak up all the natural beauty, but it's after dark we experience nature firsthand.
They're everywhere, they're everywhere.
Hello, I'm back at Mile Lakes. It's just the end of November. Come up here to go for a sail for a few days with Phil and his son May 20, Terry with his pocket ship, Kevin with his Farr 5000, John Bailey with his Waller 5.4, and Gary and Kirsten had come up here with their Farr 7.5, and they were here yesterday, but unfortunately they snapped the tiller. There's a bit of rod in it and the tiller snapped, so they've decided to pull the pin and go home because the wind's only going to get stronger over the next couple of days, so it's a bit of a bummer. Anyway, today's going to be quite windy. 2 or 3 o'clock this afternoon, 14 or 15 knots. It's just going for a sail on the middle lake because the top lake's probably a bit too exposed up there. It's meant to be a northeasterly for the next 4 days. Anyway, it's about 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm on the water. Yeah, beautiful day. Glad to be sailing Kate Louise again. I think this afternoon it might get a little bit fruity. I just wanted to go for a bit of a sail before...
Yeah, okay, I'll come with you.
If you're looking to get a small boat to go cruising in, later we'll have a look inside Kevin's. And for those that just like to hear the natural sounds of sailing, this is for you. Well, we're having a great little sail. The wind is probably 8 to 10 now, I suppose, with a few strong gusts. Every now and then you get a few bullets through here. So we're all sailing with reef mains, which is probably a good idea. And I'm taking the Genoa down as well because it was just a bit too much. But we're going along quite nicely. We've decided to go back to Johnson's for lunch, have a swim, and then see what it's like this afternoon. It is meant to get up to 16, 17 knots by 3 o'clock, so it might be a bit strong. Cicadas signal summer on the east coast of Australia. They're strange insects that live underground for up to 13 years, come up to the surface, mate, and then live only for a few weeks, in which time they make a hell of a noise. Kevin, you've got a Farr 5000, which are pretty popular. How long have you had it?
I've had it about 3 years.
What made you choose a Farr 5000 as opposed to something else?
Just the room that it has in it. And I was after a small trailer sailor with plenty of room. They're pretty pricey. I think I paid $8,500.
Oh, that's okay. And it would be, what, 20 years old probably?
40 years old.
40? Wow.
It's a 1980 model.
And you were saying they were all made in New Zealand?
Those ones were all made in New Zealand. There was 93 made, apparently. The next one up to 6,000, They made a lot of those in New Zealand, and then they started to make them in Australia, and there's hundreds of those. So.
And you love it?
I love that little boat, yeah.
Yeah, it goes really well.
Yeah, it does go well, no doubt about it. Really happy with it.
So we didn't have a sail this afternoon, we just sat around appreciating the view because the wind didn't die down. So it's now about 7 o'clock, I'm just about to have dinner. I'm going to have tonight an eggplant curry, and I might just add some falafels to it. Yes, I know it's a weird combination, but why not? They're not falafels, they're koftas. So there you go. So as you can see, there are quite a lot of people here. This is quite rare for Marl Lakes. Lots of times we've been up here and there's been nobody else here. It's not a school holiday. Getting to get a bit warmer. That's probably why. Nice swim today. The water's warm enough to swim. Yeah, anyway, the sun's going to set fairly soon, I'd say. Half an hour, 20 minutes, something like that. And dinner's on. So this is very good. My wife's eggplant curry, and I've just added some lentil koftas. Why not?
$22,000 and something.
In how long?
4 and a bit, just under 4 months.
Yeah.
Wow. Phil and Brenda have just got back from their camper van trip inland.
We said to the guy at the battery place at Campfire, we said, is there any way to test it? He said, we've got a fully charged one.
Good morning. The wind blew last night, pretty much all the night, I think. It's died down now. I got woken up in the middle of the night by lines or rods banging, smashing, and I thought, what's going on? So I got up and the Genoa had unfurled itself and was just flapping around in the wind. The sheets were banging against the side of the cabin. So I had to get up and refill the Genoa. Don't quite know how that happened really, but anyway. Just waiting for the sun to come over the trees. Anyway, not a bad night.
You coming, I would have baked a cake.
Oh, lovely. So this is the Farr 5000, which is pretty much the smallest of the Farr range, isn't it? I think. Smallest, yeah. Very nice. The first thing I noticed is you've got a lot of light, a lot of windows in here.
Yeah, windows all around on these ones. On the early ones, they had no front windows, so they're a lot darker inside.
Yeah. There seems to be heaps of room.
There's a lot of room, yeah.
The interesting feature is that there's no bulkheads.
Yeah, these are the washboards, I think they call them, that you can slip in.
Okay.
Just hold on with shock cord.
Yeah.
So you can close it off of the night time, put a fly screen in here, put the hatch down and
great.
Closed off. The only thing you've got to be careful of is when you're climbing out of the cockpit, you can sort of catch yourself on the corners here.
Yeah.
And you end up with a nasty bruise. But other than that, it's...
Now, is it only the Farr that has that sort of design? I don't think I've ever...
That's the only ones I've seen.
I've never seen, yeah.
Yeah.
It's quite interesting.
And under the cushions here. You've got all sorts of storage
Yeah.
as well. For stuff.
Room.
Keep your spinnaker, which I never use.
And you've got a porta potty up the front there, or you can put one
No,
up
I
there?
haven't. You can put one in there. I've got one at home, but I don't
Yeah.
bring it up here. You don't need it.
No. And I like the way that the centreboard doesn't encroach too much in the...
No, it's very low here.
Yeah. Very good, and that just winds up here.
Yep.
Wow. Electrical panel down there. Did you look for ages before you found one?
One popped up and I just had to have it, sort of thing. You know?
Yes, I know exactly what you mean. Yeah.
So that was it.
Yeah, fantastic. These are the washboards down here.
Yeah. I think the only drawback is there's no hatch up here for airflow,
Right.
which would be really handy. I'm reluctant to cut a hole in the boat.
Well,
So-
it's probably, you know, a structural frame, you know.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Because in Australia it does get pretty hot.
New Zealand's probably okay. Nice and cool.
Once you get a lot of air in because there's so much room.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what I like is it doesn't smell of fiberglass.
Not after 44 years, no.
And if you're wondering what that noise is, cicadas, they're really loud here.
John's very fast timber trailer sailor, a Waller 5.4.
You're going to be famous. So there's a group of ladies that are camping a bit further down from us, and they're called Women Who Embrace Adventure. Yeah, exciting. There's a good breeze out here. I've only got a double reef main, no genoa, and I've got the mizzen up, and we're going along, I don't know, 4 knots, something like that. But this is quite comfortable if it stays like this. But yeah, it's a nice day. It's only about 10 o'clock in the morning, I think, something like that. 10:30 maybe. Nice. There's quite a few people kayaking. Could get a bit windy for them later though. Anyway, it's a lovely day. Just heading back to Violet Hill, the boat ramp, so I've got to pick up the firewood that's still in the car. I forgot to put it in the boat yesterday. Yes, just going around the island. Good little jetty just here. John's decided he's going to go back today because he's already been up at Lake Glenmorn for 3 days this week, sailing near where he lives. So I'll see you next time, John.
You will see me next time. I don't know where, but somewhere out on the water.
Fantastic. Kevin had to go back today, and I think Terry's on his way. Still pretty windy. So we just had a nice lunch stop there at Violet Hill. We're going to go back to Johnson's, just under the Genoa, because it is very strong here at the moment. It's a good 15, 17 knots. Not behind these islands, but once you get out into the open, it's pretty strong. So we're back at Johnson's. I think the wind is dropping a bit. Not a lot, but it's dropping a bit. Tomorrow it's meant to be better. Terry should be here soon. It's about 5 o'clock. He's probably setting up over at the boat ramp, Violet Hill. Brenda's gone for a bit of a paddle in her paddle canoe. Anyway, today was all right. I had a bit of a sail this morning. Probably not very long. Would have been better if we'd gone for a bit longer.
Have you come water skiing? Look, I got your water ski. I'll tell you.
I saw you go all the way over there. You found a water ski.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's amazing what you find if you hug the coastline close.
You're not going to hit my boat, are you? Oh, look at that. Look at that. Precision paddling. Watch the stern. Yeah. Oh.
Didn't hear anything.
So this is Terry with his arse system, his anchor recovery system. Basically, there's no forward deck to walk around, so he's got a line that connects to his anchor line so he can cast the anchor from the cockpit and retrieve it from the cockpit. Tonight they're going to have lentil spaghetti bolognese with mushrooms and lentil koftas, leftovers from last night. The wind's still up a bit. I think it's easing, hopefully it's easing. So my lentil spaghetti bolognese with real mushrooms and cherry tomatoes, I added some tomatoes as well, is very nice. Don't really need pasta, it's just enough as it is. Mind you, I think next time when I make it, I'll probably pre-cook some pasta and add it to it. But yes, very good. Here comes Mr. Sup, but he has noticed there's a stern line right in his way.
It's a trip line. There you go.
Careful.
Whoa!
And we left our generator at home.
We were joined around the campfire by Paul and Alana from South Australia, who have a Sonata 26 and were on an extended trip sailing the waterways of the East Coast.
Hello, Terry. So how long did it take you to get up here?
It took me 4.5 hours to get up here
From
Oberon.
Oberon, but you live in Wollongong.
Yes. Yeah, well, I had to. We went there for the weekend. It was beautiful. And went through to Mayfield Gardens, a place that you should go to. It's beautiful. Yeah.
And you towed your boat all the way up.
It was weird.
Yeah.
And there is a lake up there too. You can sail on. I was tempted to do that.
Oh.
Would have been perfect today because there was a nice breeze blowing across there, but I had to get here.
Of course.
Yes. To pump up someone's sup.
Oh yes, thank you very much for just pumping up my sup. I had to wait till Terry turned up because he's got the pump.
Yes.
And I wasn't going to do it manually because it's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work.
Yeah. Looking forward to supping tomorrow morning.
Yes, tomorrow morning, and then sailing, and then have a swim.
Yeah.
Then lunch at 12 o'clock.
Well, good morning. I've just been for a stand-up paddleboard ride with Terry. We went around the island over there and came back. Going into the wind, very interesting. I've never been on that much wind before. I didn't come off, but it was a bit scary for a bit. And then coming back, the wind's behind us, and it's great just flying back. Worst bit is when you've got a March fly on your leg and you're wobbling trying to get rid of a fly and it's biting you and you don't want to fall off, and yeah, it was a bit interesting, but it was fun.
Back on the water again. Snow for sail. It's quite fresh out here, shall we say. Yeah, it's good though. Only about 10 o'clock in the morning. And there's a good 10 knots probably already. A few strong gusts. Just on a lull at the moment, but it will come back in a second. That's good. Going up and down. The big lake is probably too windy up in the big lake, so we're just staying down here. So the jets have come out to play. This is their training area from, I think it's Williamstown base, the F-18s or whatever they are. Sometimes they come really, really low, scare the living daylights out of you. That one's quite high up though. Yeah, it's a good sail this, nice bit of breeze, not too much. You know when I say we're cruising, not racing? Well, when it comes to Terry and beating his pocket ship, that all changes. I'm getting closer. Let's see if I can take Terry's wind. It's about 5 o'clock. So we've had a bit of a quiet day, really. Sailed this morning, went for a walk at lunchtime, up to the top of Johnson's Beach here. There's a hill at the top, and there used to be a farm up there. Back in the day when there's farming in this area, all the bush has since grown back, so it's quite interesting to see a photograph of what it used to be like.
I don't think I need to paddle.
And then this afternoon it's been 22 knots. I just checked Willy weather, it's 22 knots up that way. So we're slightly protected here at Johnson's Beach, but on the main lake and around the other side it's really, really strong. So, and the gusts are bending around here, so it is a bit windy. Here's Terry battling the wind. Oh, yes, very good. So tonight I'm going to have, because I know you're interested, pasta sensations, tomato and parmesan with sour cream, along with tomatoes and the leftover mushrooms. The sun's setting, the wind's dropping a little bit in this direction, the pasta's on, and Phil's lighting the fire, so we'll go over there shortly. Fantastic. What a place.
It must have been some sort of an incense garden. Like, listen to that one. Sort of like that. Like a sheep.
It's never a race, but the best bit, or the most enjoyable bit, is watching Terry turn around all the time and see how close I'm getting. I find that quite amusing.
What did you say? Dog wind?
I've lost my wind. You've taken my wind. So I can luff you up. Oh no, here he goes. Oh, he's gone now. Oh no. Glorious. If it stays like this all day, it'll be fantastic. It's only about 4 or 5 knots at the moment in gusts, but we're going along nicely. If you enjoy watching sailing in small boats, camping and cruising on inland waterways, please hit the like button, subscribe or leave a comment. I really do appreciate it. Dead ahead, that's the entrance to Bull and Bait Creek. It goes right out to the main road. There's a lot of overhanging branches though, so it'd be alright in a kayak, but you'd have to take your mast down to go up there in a dinghy. So we went to Sunnyside, but thought it was probably going to be too much tacking to get all the way down the Causeway and come back. There's not a lot of wind in there, so we just went to Sunnyside, which is at the top of the channel, and turn around. now we're heading back. The wind is meant to pick up about 1 o'clock. It has freshened up a little bit. It's about 11:30 now, something like that. Just going around the island again. Bit more wind than yesterday. So we're off sailing again after lunch. It's meant to be 20 knots, but we think it's about 12 or 13. There might be a thunderstorm later. We'll soon find out. We're swinging along at 5 or 6 knots. Oh, flat out. Phil's got the Christmas sleigh bells out early. All the beaches on Mire Lakes are sandy and shallow, which makes for easy stern-to mooring. So tonight I'm going to have Whitlock & Sons Makani-style curry, which is a chickpea curry. You get it from Coles. It's actually quite good. I've had it a few times. I haven't got any rice, so I'm going to have it with some noodles. Strange combination, but you know, it's all right. Easy to do. Do it all in one pot. It's still blowing quite a lot out here. Australian cicadas are not only very loud, they have two very bad habits. They sit in trees all day and wee on you, fine droplets. And after it gets dark, some fall out of the trees and go bonkers around the campfire, presumably attracted by the light.
They're everywhere, they're everywhere. This one's the calmest.
Where it swings. Hasn't got any wind.
No, it hasn't come out of the shell yet.
It's nature's tinnitus, but you've just got to accept it. So we're just heading back to Violet Hill after a nice 4 days up here at Mire Lakes, up at Johnson's Beach. We didn't get up to the main lake because it was just too windy for most of the time, so it was mainly day sails in the morning and then just appreciating nature in the afternoon, really. It's going to come up again later on today. It's only about, 9 o'clock now. We're still heading back. But we had a great time. I hope you enjoyed this trip as much as I did. Thank you for watching Sailing Kate Louise, and I'll see you on the water somewhere next time.